This is a GoHamRadio.com exclusive.
Hello, family, and welcome to our exclusive interview with Lion and Fox CEO, Bianca Hutton, alongside her casting director, Taurus Washington. We are here interviewing them regarding their upcoming production that they've got at the Cat Theater on 54th Street here in San Diego. It's going to be October 25th, 26th, 27th. It's called Hypnagogia. Hypnagogia, that hypnotic state between sleep and awake. Now, Bianca.
Yes, ma'am. Hi, Nicole.
How did you come up with the name?
Hi, well, thank you for having me. I came up with Hypnagogia. I wanted something cool, right? Because all my other plays have these edgy, cool names. So I go through names. I'll pick one just to pick it, and I'll start writing. And I'm like, I know I'm going to change it. So I'll start like searching words. I'll read more. I'll pray more. I'll look up words. And then at first I had psychedelic sleep, which is, the inside, like the stripper name, I guess. Like, yeah, she got a long ponytail when she come through. She's psychedelic sleep. That's your alias. So I was writing and I was like, it just don't sit. So I found Hypnagogia and I was like, boom.
How'd you find Hypnagogia?
Right. Well, I looked up, I was like, being like hypnosis, being hallucinated, that in between state, and it's actually hypnagogic. Yeah, but it's like a verb of it, I guess, or a noun of it's hypnagogia. Yeah, but if you look in the dictionary and you look up hypnagogic.
Okay. Look it up, get to know it now. So that came after the play. Tell me about the play in itself.
Yeah.
What is the core of the play about?
Right, so in the core, I went to Manhattan a few years ago and I loved it. I like 1970s theme. I like the music. I like the disco. I like the sensitive topics that were present in the 1970s, like colorism, AIDS, HIV, drugs. So all these sensitive, human sex trafficking. So I made a play about all these things with all these creative characters. If I could be a guy, I might want to be a boxer one day, or I could be like a college. So all of these characters are me, I think, in a way.
So, because you said a boxer.
Yeah.
And there's a boxer, there's a scholar, there's, so did you box? Are you athletic?
No, but I like Floyd Mayweather. I'm like, man, like he makes so much money. Like, yeah, I'm a boxing fan. And I've just always liked, I love basketball, right? And I love football. But when you box, like in the 1970s, they would come with minks on. They would have all this jewelry. Like boxing is like, that's when you got money. When you go to, yeah. Like those are for like the elite, like the, anybody can go see the Lakers play, right? Anyone can go see, but when you get to a boxing match, it's like, oh, you for real.
Well, in boxing, I guess, professional sports, you get paid regardless of if you win or lose. Same thing with boxing, you get a purse regardless. It's just how big is that purse going to be?
Yeah, it's pretty big when it comes to boxing. Well, I guess it depends on who you are, but people like Floyd Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, Joe, what is it, Joe?
Smoker Joe Frazier.
Thank you, yeah, Joe Frazier, yeah.
Joe Frazier.
Yeah, but, it was a prominent thing. Black people enjoy boxing. We heard it on the radio, so that's why I came up with the boxing part.
Okay, and then you've got the professors. You've got one that is a pharmaceutical business owner, and then the wife is a college professor.
Yeah.
So those are kind of like your maybe upper echelon kind of intellectual casts. How does that relate to you?
Well, I love college, right? Like I was into college, so that was like my thing. So being a pharmacist, I always thought like it's just interesting how they prescribe all these drugs to people, and they get paid for the prescription to scribe, and it's just to have it all to have access to all those drugs is just like, it's a phenomenal, really. And it's kind of scary if it's not in the right hands.
And you also have this character, so you've got the socialite wife of the boxer, which is understandable. But you've got these other characters in there just to kind of spice things up a little bit. You've got this Puerto Rican assistant, and she's the best friend of the socialite. What aspect of you is in that character?
Yeah, well, when I made Clear De La Renta, or De La Renta, I was thinking like, that would be cool. I think I saw Audrey Hepburn, and she spoke in other languages, and I was like, that would be cool as shit if I had a play and I wrote it in Spanish. So there's an actual part for Clear that I wrote in Spanish specifically for a Puerto Rican or Hispanic role, but I was like, that'll like put me like, they'll think this girl is good. Yeah, she's good. So yeah, so I can do any other, I can be, Filipino is good, but we're in San Diego, you know what I mean? So I wanted people to understand what Clear was saying, and where else would that be better out than here in Dago?
And then the other one you throw in there is Tennessee.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you've got the three brothers, you've got the girlfriend,
Yeah.
you've got the best friend. But Tennessee Nash, he just kind of is out of the blue. He's the family friend. Where does that come from? Now, Tennessee Nash, I know you from, let me see if I can remember. You from
Nashville, get it?
Nashville,
Tennessee, get it? Tennessee Nash.
Done. I was like, I thought it was
Memphis or something.
I thought you said you were from somewhere else, Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
So I got, Nash.
Tennessee Nash, I get it now. I get it. Okay, all right. So Tennessee Nash.
Yes.
But he's a scholar.
Yeah.
Very giving advice and things like
Yeah.
that. So would you say that is you? Are you the one who gives people advice? Kind of the console of others?
Yeah, well, in Tennessee, that's where I got my undergrad, and a lot of my friends there are so smart and so aware. They're like so aware socially, economically, and sometimes I feel like they're even more advanced than people in California because they're taught to go get their education. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many black colleges and black universities in Tennessee. So that's where Tennessee came from. And I was looking up names. I was like, what is a good last name? And I was looking up Brown, Williams, Nash. Well, look at that. So, yeah.
Okay. And Therese, we're going to bring Therese onto the platform here. Now, Therese, you've actually known Bianca for a number of years, correct?
Yes.
And you've done the casting on, has it been all of her plays?
Yes.
All of her plays. So when she brought to you this production here, did she explain to you the characters, or did you read it and then come to her with kind of questions?
Right. I was actually there for the entire process of her writing the play. And when I heard...
When did you write the play?
I started writing it for the last one.
Wait.
For Modus Operandi, I write the next one during the last one. So, like, the next one, I've already started writing.
Okay.
But no one knows that.
So you're about like a quarter ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. So last quarter, during Modus Operandi, she wrote this one, Hypnagogia, or what was it?
Disco.
Disco Sleeper.
Right.
My stripper name, So Hypnagogia. So you were with her during this whole process. Were you with her when she went to Manhattan?
No, I wasn't with her in Manhattan. But when she came back, she was sharing the ideas with me. And one of the characters are actually a splitting image of myself. Cruz.
Which
Cruz.
splitting image of yourself?
Actually, Cruz, Jacker. So the Jackers, that was a name that I shared with her, and she decided to put it in the play. So the Jackers, so Cruz, Jacker. So I was actually going to play that role as Cruz because I already identified with that character so well, and I heard certain conversations that we were having that, how she writes her writing process. She shares with me. She is my partner, so we share ideas, and we've done 5 plays. This is number. How many is that? I'm losing track.
5 and 2 comedy.
We got some more coming.
5 and 2 comedy
Two
shows.
comedy shows,
Okay.
right? We got some more work coming. We've been working Lion and Fox, and it's a wonderful experience working with different people and bringing them together. And actually, we like to work with first-time actors, people who didn't see it in themselves to do specific roles, and give them the courage and enhance their talent. That's what I like to do. Casting director extraordinaire.
Right. Now, when you, so you cast them, but you actually did the auditions, is that correct? So when you were there and she wasn't, what were some of the things that you were thinking about when choosing these cast members to make sure that they would be the right fit that, Bianca would approve of?
So when the actors came to the auditions, I wanted to see if they were able to identify with the roles that they were auditioning for. Mm-hmm. And so it really comes out because you become these characters as you're acting in the plays, because we've done several plays. So I'm able to be a good judge of character and see what role is necessary for which actor that is applying for that role. And we always it comes out perfect every time. Mm-hmm. Cause see, now I was gonna do Cruz, but when
he wanted to play his own part.
Well, not like that. I'm just saying that if I had to, I will. I'm a professional. I like to act. It's pretty fun. It's really get to be a different person. And people don't expect what you're about to bring to the stage, and people aren't like, oh, I didn't expect. That from that person, that individual. But when we cast that Cruz, when he came, perfect timing, and he was actually excellent for the role. He was a good fit because he makes Puerto Rican, suave. And I casted all the characters that are in this play, and I feel like they all are going to bring something to the table that, you guys got to come out and see this play. It's going to be a good one. Hypnagogia is a real good one,
Now, Therese, tell me, how long before yay or nay with an actor when they're doing the rehearsal with you? The audition?
So as they're reading through the script, I check to make sure they know how to read. That's a very important factor. They read a few lines, we get different roles, and we like to have them face-to-face with actors. They might be in competition with this person, and see which one is the best.
So you do group auditions?
We do group auditions, solo auditions, whatever, to meets the criteria to get the role for the cast.
And that's why I'll let him do the casting, because I'm not a competitive person. Oh. I'm not really, and I don't want to be like the bad guy. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm like, well, it's up to Therese. It's his decision. So if they get upset, I'm like, well, sorry, that wasn't up to me. I'm not really a competitive person, so I get it. It's nerve-wracking. Mm-hmm. You don't want to make people feel more uncomfortable than what they already are.
Do you purposely stay away during the auditions, or was it just something that happened for these auditions?
No, I'm there. I kind of like take a step back. Mm-hmm. I want to do it more. That way it gives other people opportunity to cast, you know what I mean, and to do panel work, because it's a cool opportunity. It's kind of like an interview process, right, for like a job almost, but I want to kind of take a step back and trust in the people that I work with and trust their judgment. That way I can do other things. Mm-hmm.
And you said that it's been gold every time that you've casted someone for the play. Do you feel you got another winner here on your hands?
Yeah, I definitely feel this is a strong cast, even though we have a few first-time actors, but they are coming with it. You're going to see more of these actors that you see in this Hypnagogia play, in future endeavors. We reach out to actors that were in previous plays, such as Isaac, played by Brian. We'll reach back out to you. If you do an excellent job for us and you are coachable, then that's what we're looking for, as far as the acting and play game. This is a game, and we're trying to win.
Right. Oh, okay. It's just a game. Now, Bianca, tell me, what have been the highlights and some of the challenges with this play specifically?
The highlights, I think, always is for me writing, because when I write, no one can tell me no. I'm in my own space. It's no rules. I can do whatever I want. So that's, I think, the highlight. In moments like this, when I feel like, oh, okay, I did something. I want to make people happy. I think what's difficult for me the most is casting, and that's why I get Taurise, because it's so hard, to pick the right people. Because sometimes I get really excited and I jump the gun on some things. I'm like, that wasn't really a smart move, So I have to have, Taurise kind of like a second pair of eyes almost to kind of help me, because it just makes me so nervous, because you can't control other people, but you're dealing with other people's lives, other people's, personalities, and it can be kind of like a lot, like I hope I'm doing this right.
Right, like, so, I hope this is my future I have in my hands.
Yeah, like, because if anything fumbles, it comes back to me. Like, I'm taking all the risk here. I've been trying to tell them, like, okay, I get it, y'all, but but that's the beauty of being a CEO. It's the beauty of being an entrepreneur, having your own business. You take all the risks, but it's a good reward too.
It definitely is a good reward. And each play brings its own type of rewarding feeling. How have you felt working out of the Community Actors Theater? Because this is you've been there multiple times, correct?
This is my 5th play there. One day I'll get to like Spreckles or Lyceum, but I really like Mrs. Hamilton of the CAT Theater. She's a great mentor. You know what I mean? She's understanding. She's not pushy. She wants me to do good, and she'll give me advice on maybe you should cut back on this budget, or maybe you should do this, or maybe you should do that. And that education doesn't come for free. You know what I mean? But with her, it's like you realize, because she is kind of like a pillar in the community, and she founded that theater. So I would love to found my own theater one day.
So it's like a mentor-mentee kind of relationship.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Very cool, very cool. Now, why don't you let them know where they can get tickets and who's invited to the play and the details of it, so we can come and check you out.
Yeah, thank you. So thelionandfox.com, and Eventbrite. Type in Hypnagogia. It's HYPNAGOGIA, Hypnagogia. And like you said earlier, 17 and under is free. That way, people are like, I can't find a babysitter. Well, just bring the kid. Bring the kids. And we're kid friendly. It's a great play. People always ask me, is it okay? Is it appropriate if my kid comes? I'm like, hell, I don't know. You tell me.
You're the parent.
Yeah.
I'm the director.
You tell me, can your kids come? But I mean, it isn't anything worse. That's what's on TV. But it's a great play. It's a good live entertainment. And then everyone could come a day of, buy tickets before, however you want to do it. Bring your friends, bring your bosses, bring your haters. Tell them to sit in the front.
Right.
You dig it.
Well, how much are these tickets, girl?
$20.
Okay, so $20. You and your kids coming free, right?
Yeah.
You pay your ticket and bring the chillin'.
There you
bring
go.
them in.
No matter how many you got, they in.
All right, we filling up seats over here at the
Okay.
Community Actors Theater. Okay, everybody taking a group shot.
Yeah.
All right, so make sure you're checking it out. Lionandfox.com as well as Eventbrite are the two places where you can grab tickets, or if you don't get them online, you can always get them the day of at the box office. Are they still $20 the day up?
Yeah.
So the price.
I'm not going to do you like that.
Okay, so however you need to pay for your tickets, they're $20.
Yeah.
Pay for them. Lion and Fox Production putting on their 5th play.
A blessing
For sure.
It is a blessing.
The 5th play you guys have done together too, which is real powerful because you guys are building a great solid foundation here. And you said you've already got another one in the works?
Yeah. It's going to be a kids play.
Oh.
It's going to be a kids play, yeah.
Bring your kids. Let them know. They might be able to be friends with Bianca and be the next starring lead in her next production, which, when will that release? Like February?
Well, I'm taking a little break, you know what I'm saying?
So when it comes, it'll be sometime in 2020?
Yeah, maybe 2020. That's the year.
All right, 2020 is the year. Tap in with them. Lion and Fox Productions is the brand. Hypnagogia is the play.
That's it.
So thank you for tapping in with us, family. This has been a GoHamRadio.com exclusive with Bianca Hutton and Taurise Washington of Lion and Fox Productions. Make sure you tap in with the play coming up in a few weeks. Check it out.
I'm Miss
Go
Fancy
ham.
Pants. Peace, fam.
Bye. Go Ham Radio.
This has been a GoHamRadio.com exclusive.